All right, greetings all, and welcome once again to D&D Blender. Now with full recording functionality restored. I am your humble DM Tim, and today we have India as Mick the Mech.
I'm Mick the Mech.
There we go. We have Georgia as Nissa Nimnackle.
Hello.
We have James as Rex. And we have Leash as Roosh.
Hi.
When we last left our intrepid adventurers, they had managed to find some respite from their perilous exit from the vaults of Kundurkar, being launched out the top of a volcano and being rescued by a floating boat crewed by a group of automatons, which appeared to know who at least some of them are. They were friends of the party that both Nissa and Roosh do not recall. And after a large amount of exposition, which was lost in the recording but subsequently summarized and recovered, the party decided to have a rest while the ship piloted itself back down to the entrance of the vaults. And that is where the
Some
party...
of our arrests may not have been voluntary.
Yes, and that is where the party finds themselves now, coming out of their rest. Although Mick didn't really require a rest, so Mick, what did you want to do while the rest of the group was resting?
Mick is going to fix his guns.
Okie dokie. Forever repairing the guns. Very good. So give us a d20 roll, please. Plus your dexterity. Push the button. What did you get?
Well, I rolled a 12 and I just deleted it and I rolled a 6.
So you rolled a 12,
Yeah.
plus your dexterity.
My dexterity is -1, so 11.
11, okay. So, still tinkering away.
Also wishes to be locked out.
Managed to nail some of the bits of metal back into place, so still a ways to go. And the other two here, they come to consciousness hearing hearing Mick cursing out the fact that he can't get the gun to work in the other room.
Oi, look, just not.
What was that?
Probably just an angry orc with a gun. I'll help him later.
Does he have to be so loud about it?
Yes.
Orcs. Roll over for 5 more minutes. When I can't get back to sleep, I'll get up and I'll go help.
No worries. Rex, you were just resting in the conference room, weren't you?
Correct. I was, just in the corner.
Yep. Cool. So you would wake up hearing all this swearing coming from the other room as well.
It's a normal day.
Mm-hmm. So as that all goes on, we have Darius. You hear very heavy metallic footsteps. He goes, and you hear.
Hey, keep that down. I'm trying to work.
He's not going to let us go back to sleep, is he?
No.
And Darius opens up your cabin door and says, "Hello. Is there anything wrong with your companion?"
No, he just likes his gun.
Ah,
Which is perpetually breaking.
I
I'm gonna go help him fix it.
very good. Just informing you that we have arrived at the entrance location that you requested. You may depart
Grand.
at any time. I have
Thank you,
also
Darius.
I have also completed my scans. There does not appear to be any orcs anywhere in the vicinity.
Darius,
Yes,
how safe are these trunks?
they are as safe as anything can be on this vessel. Why do you ask?
If I was to leave a considerable amount of gold here, would anyone take it?
I cannot speak for other humanoid or species with flesh, but we most certainly would not take them.
Roosh, how are you at locking things well?
Not as good as Mick.
Hmm.
If you want me to lock something, I would probably wrap a very big, thick band of metal around it, and you probably wouldn't be able to get into it
True.
unless you break the metal off.
Well,
I am a blacksmith after all, not a locksmith.
Well, I'm a woodcarver, but that does me no good either.
Do you have any locks? I can
No,
replicate a lock you already have.
I don't think so.
There should be a padlock within the chest already.
Well, that's handy. Nissa will pull out the padlock.
All right. So when you open it up, I'm not sure whether you were privy to this part of the conversation, but the chest actually has essentially starting equipment, but this is actually starter equipment specific to you. So there's actually like 5 coils of rope and 2 grappling hooks in there, as well as
Hello.
a healing potion and the padlock and a small wooden box. And when you open it, there is a gold-plated cutlery set.
The fork disappears into the bag. Well, she'll grab out one of the ropes and one of the grappling hooks.
Mm-hmm.
And how much is this? I'm going to deposit 10 platinum, 142 gold, and 400 silver into the chest.
Okay.
And I'm going to have to put that in my notes so I don't forget.
Yes, I will leave you to your activities. I will be on the bridge if you require anything else.
Thank you, Darius.
Thank you.
That is such a strange sound.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get used to that anytime soon.
Alright, let's go find Mick and fix his gun. Fix his gun. I will get up and put my clothes on and put my armor on
Mm-hmm.
and go find Mick.
Very good. So
20 minutes later.
so you come up here and you knock on the door because you hear there's lots of loud noises going on the inside.
Hello?
What
Mick,
is it?
are you in there? Do you want a
Yes.
hand?
If you, what could you, if you can?
Okay. I will go in and help Mick with his gun.
Very good. Make a fixing check as you do.
Define fixing.
Dexterity or intelligence, depending on which way you want to go.
Where is a D20?
Second row across.
Should I add any of my tools to that?
Whichever tools you like.
So probably jeweler's tools, considering that we're doing a gun.
Yep.
So do I add my proficiency?
Yep.
So that would be +2 for dex, +3 for proficiency, so 11.
11. All right. Again, you two are having trouble, and you've noticed Mick's actually hammered like 3 nails straight through the barrel. So it's.
Well, that's gonna be a problem. See how you've put the nails in here, Mick?
Yeah.
That's where your mini arrow comes out of. You've blocked the chute.
It will work.
It might explode in your face again if you have to shoot through nails.
It'll be right.
Look, would you like me to use my little hammer on it?
Sure, you have a go.
I will knock it with a little hammer.
All right. Roll the dice.
Yeah, no ones.
All right. So you go ding, and the gun reforms back to its original.
Ejects the 3 nails.
Yeah, the three nails. They like the last one there. They go pew pew pew, and they shoot straight out of the, and actually stick in the wall.
You can fix things.
Yeah. We have done this before. This is, I think, my 3rd time fixing this gun. It blew up at me too. And I fixed
Yes.
it. Rex, what are you doing while this is all going on?
Probably just chilling out in here for the moment, waiting until either people come back in or food gets served here.
Fair enough.
Being that there's a long table where people sit, I'm kind of assuming this is also where food is.
Make
Or food
a.
happens.
What's your passive perception, by the way?
Shouldn't be that terrible, I don't think.
I thought I heard you.
Yeah, I tried to keep him occupied. Passive perception 15.
15. All right. So when you wake up and you feel your stomach going, grumbling, as a grot stomach is wont to do in the morning, you sniff the air and you smell food, but you don't see food. And then you sort of sniff about the place and you realize that there's a smell of food coming from this corner of the room.
Then I wandered to that corner of the room and investigate the food.
Okay. So when you get to this corner, you see a strange cabinet in the wall with. It looks like it's made out of metal, but it has a small. What's the word I'm looking for? On the top of it, it has like a recess, so it looks like a television cabinet like what where you'd put the TV in, but it's mounted into the corner of the room. Probably the best way to describe it. And when you have to climb your way up to see inside it. You see it's like lit up with all these strange lights, and the smell of food is really, really strong in that area.
Is it big enough for me to stick my head in?
Yeah, it's big enough for you to stand in if you really wanted to.
I'll probably go and stand in it and start sniffing the sides of it.
Mm-hmm. You sniff the sides, and you sniff the roof. You sniff all around. Like there's definitely been food in this alcove, but again, you don't see food.
I'll start licking the surfaces.
Okay. As your tongue touches the surface, you get an electric shock. It goes,
Ow! I do it again.
all right. It zaps you again. You go,
The weirdest tasting food ever.
Nissa, what are you up to? Well, so Mick and Roosh, you've just done the gun repairs. Nissa, what's going on? Not hearing you, Nissa.
Sorry, the mic was up. Nissa had backed all the way into the corridor just in case the gun had disappeared.
Right. Okay.
So did she hear the owl or not?
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 15.
15. How loud would you have screamed "ow," Rex?
If it's only like a shock, it wouldn't have been terribly loud.
Okay.
Like
So.
one of those mutterings to yourself, like "ow."
Okay. Right. Yeah. So no, you wouldn't have heard that. I'm sorry, Roosh. Not Roosh. Nissa. Sorry.
Hang on. Sorry, trying to eat my dinner. I guess in that case, I'm just going to stay watching these two.
Okay. Well, they appear to be done doing what they're doing, unless they want to converse some more.
You've really got to be careful with this gun, Mick. Next time it blows up, it may not blow up in a way that's very healthy for you.
We orcs are tough. I will be right. You
What
worry
if it
about
takes
you.
out an eye?
I only need
Or
the one
both of
eye.
your eyes?
What if it takes off his hand?
I get a better hand.
But can you use the gun with your metal hand?
Of course.
Mm.
Mix the mech can make anything.
Well, if you're sure, better you than me. Let's go find Rex, and then let's go find us a new stabby friend.
Okay.
So you all make your way down the corridor here, and as you open the door, you see Rex standing in this cabinet, licking the walls, and you're going, ah! Ah! Ah!
What is he doing now?
Boy, that is not a
Getting
good idea.
splinters in his tongue? I don't know.
That's not food.
But it smells like food.
Doesn't look like food.
Not sure if it tastes like food, but it's interesting.
Whoop, wrong button.
Nisha's gonna stick her head out the door. Darius!
And you hear, after a few moments, you hear, and you see him rounding the corner. So, yes, Nissa, how may I be of assistance?
What is that thing that Rex is licking?
That is the food replicator.
But it doesn't taste like food.
Well, no, you must request what food you would like.
Well, I want food.
Right. So as you say you want food, you hear a voice coming from around you. Please specify the type of food you would like.
Food!
Please specify the type of food you would like.
Roast poultry.
Food!
Alright, Rex, as you're standing there, you hear zzzz, and then it goes doo-doo. It says, please clear the dispensing aperture.
Where's the food?
Rex, get
Rex.
out of it.
It wants you to hop out before it gives you the food.
So we'll jump down.
Okay. So as you climb down, it just goes, thank you, dispensing roast poultry. And then you hear, and there is a flash of light, and then the room is filled with the smell of roast chicken. And you see in the aperture is a fully cooked roast bird.
I grab the bird and immediately start eating it.
Remind me why we put up
I
with
guess
him.
I kind of expected that. Dwarvish breakfast.
So you walk out, you say dwarvish breakfast, it goes doo-doo, and you see in there is a plate with salted beef and lamb and like really hearty thing. There's roasted potatoes, a flagon of mead, everything all stacked up. Really, really, really meaty and hearty foods. No, and very, very few vegetables.
Perfect. I will take it and I will find a seat.
Very good.
Hey, Darius.
Yes, Nissa.
Was there ever anything edible in those oceans?
Oh, fish is quite edible, from my database's recollections.
Hey, Wave.
Yes, Nissa.
What kind of fish do you recommend?
Oh, I'd say a sautéed quipper would be quite handy in for breakfast in the morning.
Okay. Did you say sauteed kipper?
Quipper.
Quipper. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that, but I can't pronounce that. I can't quite hear you properly, so it's not working.
Yeah, sautéed quipper, Quipper.
Okay. Sauteed quipper, please.
You see a plate with what looks like a small piranha fish, with a slice of lemon beside it and a little bit of a basil garnish on top.
Nissa gives it a sniff.
It smells fishy.
She's gonna take it over the table and stare at it for a minute.
Okay.
Ooh, that smells interesting.
Yeah, and Wave goes,
Oh, yes, that's the smell of the sea right there. Arr!
Smells interesting. I'm not entirely certain it's edible. She pokes it.
It smells kind of salty.
Mick, are you going to... Sorry, you go.
I wasn't expecting this fish to have a face still. And she'll try a bite of it.
All right. You take a bite, and yeah, it tastes very unusual. You're not really used to the taste of fish, but seems fine.
Okay. I think I'm gonna trust you on this one, Wave, but...
Mick, are you going to request anything from the food replicator?
Give me meat and lager.
All right. So it just produces a like a literal leg of lamb with the bone attached, like a Flintstones type leg thing, and then just a flagon of a frothy drink.
I enthusiastically get it and just start stuffing it in my mouth.
Well, it appears breakfast is being served. If there is no further
Thank you,
questions,
Darius.
I shall return to the bridge. You are welcome, Roosh. And he disappears down the hall. So you all sit down in your various positions and consume your breakfast.
I've got to say, like, the Flying Beholder is cool, but this is awesome. But too much up.
Yeah, I'd like to feel solid ground soon, I think.
Want to go back under?
Yeah.
No orcs in the area, Darius said.
Didn't we leave some orcs at the entrance?
We
Some
did.
of the boys.
Have nicked
Well, maybe-
off with our beholder.
I mean, I don't really see orcs having much patience.
And we have been underground for a while. I guess that's fair.
Alright, well, before we go, I've got to do one thing. This is going to
Okay.
walk back into the room, close the padlock, and break a fork in it. So the only way anyone can get into the chest is to break the lock.
Okay, fair enough then. You do that. Mick, do you have any further business, or you?
I'm right. Yeah.
Cool.
Just impatient.
Roosh.
I don't think I have any more questions.
Okay.
I kind of have to have more information to have more questions.
Fair enough then. And Rex is just waiting to punch something, I'm guessing.
I go back over and I say, after I'm finished, cooked poultry.
Yeah. Zzz, another whole roast chicken appears.
I pull it out and I say, cooked poultry.
Another roast chicken comes out.
I grab it in the other hand and I go, cooked poultry.
Another one comes out.
And I like try to fumble this and just like have my mouth on one and walk out with like.
He's got
two
three,
chickens in-
a chicken in each hand and one in the mouth.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Juice is dribbling down his face.
Like, yeah, I've got the greatest food collection ever. All right. So breakfast has come to an end. You have the day.
And chicken.
And chicken. Lots of chicken.
Many chickens.
Do I want to know why Rex just walked down the hallway with a bunch of chicken?
No. Why would you want to know such a thing?
Didn't think so.
It's for eating later, obviously. If later is the next 10 minutes.
I mean, does he realize he can't stuff that all in his bag?
He's gonna stuff it in his mouth.
True.
Think of it like a 7 or 8 year old child. That's kind of. I feel like
I was thinking
where
of
he's
him
at.
as 2-year-old, but okay.
He's slightly more intelligent than that. Like he
acts
understood
like a
obviously
toddler.
how I got the food out of the thing.
Mick, you would know with grot physiology, Rex is probably only about 2 months old.
I'd say Rex is 2 months old. They don't live long.
Oh.
Kind of proving my toddler theory.
Ooh, the music just changed.
Yeah. Everyone's ping went up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys are ready, I'm good to go. Oh, hang on,
Yes.
Darius.
I was gonna say let's go to Darius.
And he comes down the hallway.
Nissa holds out the wineskin.
Ah,
Really?
you require a refill.
Yes, thank you.
Right, so he holds out his finger and fills it up.
Nissa's gonna cork it and put it on her belt.
Very good. Are you ready
We
to?
are ready to go onto the ground, please.
Very good. Please follow me up to the top deck.
Wait, Metal Man!
Yes, Rex.
You tall thing!
Yes, Rex.
That thing you just did
Yes.
with
The.
the finger?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I walk over to him and stand in front of him.
Yeah.
And I just open my mouth and I'm like, ah! And pointing at my mouth.
He just goes, as you wish, and he points his finger and.
And then I take a bite of chicken.
And then there's. And the stream fades away.
Okay, I rescind my estimation of a toddler and put forward the idea of small dog.
I just sort of turn and like have this bit of chicken sort of hanging out of the mouth and just grin. And then continue walking like past him.
Yeah, and then Darius will step out and he'll go up the stairs and he'll be on the top deck. Everyone else going too?
I will follow.
Do we have to go back up there?
Well, to get off the
We
yeah.
have to get up to get out.
Yeah.
Nissa walks to the middle and sits down again.
When you stick your head out of the top hatch, you actually see the mountain tall right in front of you. You're actually lower to the ground now. And you see right here on this side here, there is a piece of the wall is missing, and there is now a. Oh, hang on, that's the wrong color. I can't see that. There's now a gangplank extending out onto the side of the mountain.
How wide is the plank, and how high are we off the bottom?
You look over the edge, and you actually see the ship is actually touching the dirt. It's actually just sitting on the ground.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not as bad as I thought. Nissa's gonna walk over.
And Darius goes, the entrance is a few hundred meters in that direction. You will see a archway that has been covered with rock. If you apply this, and he holds up this small metal box, apply this to the doorway, push the red button, and move to a safe distance. It should remove the door and allow you ingress.
Thank you. Is this some sort of explosive?
Yes.
Maybe give that to me.
Very good, Roosh. And he hands it out. He holds his hand out down to you.
I can take it.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh, well, Mick, were you going to try and take it as well?
Yeah.
All right. Both of you make a dexterity roll to see who's quicker in grabbing it.
I'll be right back.
There is.
Oh, that was nearly an 18. Wow. 12.
12?
I rolled a 19, it's an 18.
An 18. So Mick actually is. Goes, I'll take that.
I take explosives.
Yeah.
You might
like
hurt
your gut,
yourself.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Orcs are strong. I'm the best to take it. I am the strongest.
Right, so let's disembark and go find us a doorway. Darius, how do we get in contact with you?
If you require me, and he reaches into one of the pouches on his belt, yeah, and he hands you a sending stone, or what appears to be a sending stone, but it's actually a square box with a small metal grill on it and a green button on the side. It goes, press the green button and it will be in direct contact with me.
Okay. And I push the green button and I whisper into it. Like this.
Then you actually hear from the box and not from him. Yes, precisely.
I'll let go of the green button. That's really cool.
Is a direct radio link to my CPU.
I nod and I smile and I pretend I know exactly what he's talking about and I say, let's go.
Very good. So Darius just stands while all of you depart down the ramp.
Hey, what took you guys so long?
Doorway clearing devices, communication device of Darius.
Huh.
Explanations.
Okay.
The one thing you all notice immediately after departing from the ship is there's not a single tree around this mountain. It is completely devoid of any of the black trees that you had seen before.
Wasn't this area a little bit more occupied?
Shrubby? Yeah. That's weird. Maybe the steam explosion blew them all away.
Possibly.
Oh well, let's go find us a door.
Okay.
Right. So you walk up to the side of the mountain, you actually see an archway in the mountain that's been hewn, but it's actually got like stones filling in the gap. It looks like there's been like a cave in of some description that has actually blocked the entrance.
I think this is what Darius was referring to. Alright, Mick, do your magic. Everyone else back over here, please.
Yeah, I do the.
What do you do? No, push the button. I can't hear you.
So I go and do I use my explosions?
Well, you've got the explosive. What are you doing with it?
I'm going to blow up that part.
Right. So what do you do with it?
So I use the explosions.
Yeah, you're not getting me. How? Were you listening to the explanation of how you use it?
There was very specific explanation.
Yeah. So Mick is going up. He's got the explosive in his hand, and he's like shoving it into the wall, and he's turning it round. He doesn't look like he's able to work out how to get this thing to work.
Nick, find a ledge, push the button, and run.
Yes, so I do that.
Okay. So you place it down, you push the red button, and you hear, "Please stand clear for explosion. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, Are you moving away?
Run, Mick, run!
I am now.
4, 3, 2, 1. You hear like this big bang, but you all look and there's like a flash. And it goes, and then there's like explosion, and an implosion. You see a small black hole, and then you see all the rocks go spiraling into this hole, and then it just blinks out, and you see when the dust all clears, a perfectly clear archway.
Oh man, that was so cool. I think we need us some more of those.
What happened to the rocks?
Magic. The magic box Darius gave us took it away.
But where did they go?
Doesn't matter. They're not in the way anymore. Shall we go through before they come back?
Yeah. We don't. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I head off down the path.
All right. So you all enter into the tunnel, and when you step inside, you get a few hundred meters in, and you begin to feel that same humidity that you felt before. And then a little bit further down, you see some light, and eventually you actually come out underneath the staircase.
Huh. I didn't notice this doorway before. This look familiar to anyone?
Yeah, I don't remember seeing this door either. Although, to be fair, we were kind of being chased by him. So.
Yeah, but
By
I
who?
noticed it when I went.
You, Rex.
A little grot called Rex.
I wasn't chasing anyone.
We didn't know you weren't chasing us.
Yeah, you kind of just appeared behind us.
Because you weren't looking.
All right. Let us go. Do a. I didn't mean to pick up everyone. Did I get me?
Yeah, you got you.
Let's go do the thing.
All right. So you all make your way back into the central point once more, into an area you all recognize quite clearly.
Well, I guess we're going that way
It
now.
feels so good to be back underground again.
Yes, it's nice not to be up there.
Up in the up.
Mm.
Alrighty. Let's
So
go left
first.
and go find ourselves a Blackrazor.
Do we have all the models here?
You're in the corner there. There you go.
Oh.
You got left behind.
And I'm just like, let's go forward and walk this way.
No, Rex, we've already been that way.
Eh?
That's the way.
That's where the water ponies are.
Ah. And just
We haven't been this way yet.
follow them.
All right. When you get to this point here, you notice the water hasn't actually drained out of that area. It looks like there's a pool of water there. You can't actually... sorry, you can see the bottom, and it looks like there's large metal spikes below it. You think that if the water hadn't have drained away, you wouldn't have been able to see this trap pit, and likely would have fallen into it if you weren't careful.
Wow,
Hmm.
not exactly welcoming.
Well, this is like a sacred vault to protect their weapons. So traps are a thing.
Well, guess we go to the other side. And jump.
Mm-hmm. It's 10 feet across, so if you want to, You guys
Run
can-
and jump.
you guys can jump that all relatively easy. Mick waits for you guys to get out of the way so you can.
Just because you're heavy doesn't mean you're strong.
I am strong. And I am the biggest.
All right.
Ooh, this looks interesting.
You see on the sides of the walls all the way down here a series of copper-colored metal plates that line the walls in the path before you. The plates are 6 feet high and 6 feet wide.
Well, that's
Are
kind
they
of
shiny polished?
Yes, they are. It's very, very shinily crafted. Pardon me. Metal. It almost looks like what's the word I'm looking for? It almost looks like the way that a brand new coin would look, freshly minted.
I would like to cast light on the one on the left.
Okay, so one on the left, ding, and you see the light, and the light reflects off all of them and lights quite significantly down the corridor.
Oh, that's so cool. I don't expect that's what the original purpose was. Was it, Well?
Whelm goes,
No, it's not what they were for. This is actually a bit of a trap. You may want to run through it as quickly as possible.
Ah.
Because if you're not
Of course
quick,
it is.
it's going to cook you in your armor. At least those of you wearing metal armor.
Nissa pulls out the remains of the fork that she broke the lock and just tosses it down the hallway,
you toss it. How far do you throw it?
just as far as it goes.
What's your strength?
10.
10. So you throw it 20 feet. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. So it ends up here, and it just goes cling, 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 and then just slides and ends up here. So there is a fork there.
Wave, any input?
Yeah, it's probably not heavy enough if it's a pressure thing.
No, you just need to listen to Whelm. Run as quickly as you can down the corridor in order to mitigate your damage. But if you're not wearing metal, you should be fine.
Oh, okay. Nissa just sprints down the hall.
Alright. Nissa sprints down the hall, and as you sprint down the hall, Nissa, you do feel heat. Like as you go on, it gets hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter, and then until you reach the end. You will take where are we? You'll take 9 fire damage from the whole ordeal as you sprint down the corridor.
Ouch! Rouge, you might have some issues. It's very, very
I start
hot.
taking my armor off.
Okay.
Mick, that goes for you too.
I'll keep my armor on. I'll just run.
Okay. So who's going next?
Mick, I think, said he wanted to run next.
Alright. So you're going next, Mick?
I will. Yes, I'll run.
Okay. So I'm going to run the whole distance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Alright, so for the first 10 feet, you take 4 fire damage. So once you get to here, you take 10 there. You take another 5. Here. You take 11. You marking these off?
Well, it's 19 and 11.
Sorry?
Yeah.
You got it? Um, uh, 15. Uh, 15. 29 altogether on that last one.
Right, so it's what, that plus 29?
Yeah.
Okay.
How you doing?
We come still alive, but add it up, but yeah.
Well, add it up. I need to know if you're dead or not.
I'm not dead.
You don't know that. You might be.
Alright. That's 30, 45. I'm at like 1 point.
All right, mix it 1 point. So you see,
At the end of the tunnel with 1 hit point.
yeah. So he gets to this point here, and then you see him just collapse, Nissa.
Mick! How close is he to me?
He is 1, 2, 3. He's 20 feet.
I'll start running.
Yeah, and this is
I'll start
gonna
running from my
move
end.
towards him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how many cure wounds did I have in the ring?
3, I think. It's level 1 spell, isn't it? Cure wounds.
Hang on, I'm just checking.
It can be any level you want.
No, you had 5. Sorry, I think she had 5 level
Yeah,
1.
Five
Level 1.
level 1, so I could put the most in it.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna use all of them.
Okay. Well, you're only going to be able to use 1 because it's 5 individual spells.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll start with. I might actually start with a level 2 cure wounds without the ring first, then.
Okay. So do that, and then I'll get everyone to roll initiative because this might require it now.
That's right. Currently, I'm unequipping my armor, and that's going to take me at least another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm not moving. I'm not going in that heat pot.
Alright, so Rex, you see Mick fall down, and you see Nissa run up to Mick and heal him back up with 15 hit points. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna start running through.
Okay.
So I did work that out. 40, and I'm dash. So 10, 20, and then I'm going to attempt to yeet the orc.
Okay, make a strength check.
Straight strength.
Well, yeah, it's a yeeting thing, just to see whether or not you're actually strong enough to slide him down the corridor.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just checking whether or not it's straight strength or whether or not it was athletics.
Oh, yeah, athletics will work, yeah.
21.
21, alright. So you managed to yeet Mick, 5, 10, 20 feet down the corridor. Nissa, just make a dexterity check as an orc comes flying at you. Dexterity saving throw, sorry.
14.
14? Yeah, you're cool. You managed to step out of the way as this orc sliding on his stomach comes flying at you. Rex, you're... because you've stopped in that position there, you're going to take... Is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? This is panel 6. So you're going to take half this because you're not wearing the armor. So you take 13 points of fire damage. Mick, it is now your turn. You are laying on the ground near the end. Your armor is red hot. Your face is now scuffed up because you've been slid along the concrete ground by a very strong grot. What would you like to do?
Ah! Keep running or keep,
All right, so you get up and you take a couple of steps and you're in the.
I feel like I just sort of yell, "Who's the strongest now?"
Okay, so Mick, you are going to take 3 points of fire damage from your armor as it's still red hot and burning you. Nissa.
She's going to follow Mick.
Okay. So you managed to make it through without any additional burning side effects. Roosh, you're just standing there, I take it?
I am, but I will ask Whelm a question.
Alright.
So, if I had to guess, these shiny copper panels are somehow magically enchanted to not melt when the lava behind them is touching them?
No, we just run a electrical charge through them.
Wrong voice.
No, actually, we just run an electrical charge through them to heat them up. It's kind of like a heating element in an oven.
And you notice now all of the panels are actually glowing red hot.
Yeah.
Rex.
So,
Oh, sorry.
short circuit them.
Well, you need to get in behind the metal panels, and I'm not sure you're capable of doing that.
You don't know who you're talking to. Clearly.
Oh, really?
Okie dokie. So, Rex makes his way through, so he's now in the safe area. Mick, you take another 4 points of fire damage from your armor. Nissa, what do you like to do?
Nissa's going to cast another level 2 Cure Wounds on Mick.
Very good.
That's another 14.
Thanks. That was helpful.
Yeah, your armor's looking a little bit warm.
Ah, why didn't I do that? Oh, I did. Never mind. Rex, Mick, Nissa.
Right, that's one bracer off. Need one more bracer, 2 sets of greaves, a chest plate, and a helmet to go. Many more buckles.
All right. Second. Just one moment. Something happens at the top of the order, but I've forgotten the components. So just give me a second here while I find them. These are not to scale, by the way.
I hope not.
What?
All right. While you're all standing here at the end of the corridor, a wall right here opens up, and two creatures. These are not what they look like, but they do look very ghoulish, let's just say that much. Come stepping out of the darkness and out of a hidden room and begin to move into attack.
Look
Oh,
out,
I'm really
Nick.
dead.
Whose turn is it?
To theirs. Give me a second. Just finding. Okie dokie. So they both come out and attempt to bite Mick.
Hot one.
So I'll just do both their attacks simultaneously. A 10 and a 6, so I seriously doubt those are going to... No. So they both go and attempt to get Mick and fail to do any damage. Rex, it is now your turn. You see these two creatures come out and attempt to assail the orc.
He's just finishing his mouthful.
Sorry,
Sure.
I was just doing something.
Oh, good.
I see them come out and try to bite this orc. I grin. I put my hand on my battle axe and and run at them.
Alright. I'm guessing you've engaged rage at this point?
I am just doing that right now.
Cool.
And I'm going to attack the one directly in front of me first.
Go for it.
For the moment. Uh, 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
That is 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay. You hack into its flesh. You see this black ichor come flying out of the wound as you strike it.
Ew.
Oh, actually, hang on. I have great weapon fighting.
Ah.
Roll this. Hang on. So instead of 6, it would be... I'll add 2 more points of damage to it.
So 8 points.
Yeah. it's
Cool.
8 points instead.
No worries.
And then I will make a second strike at it. even more to hit.
Uh-huh.
And this time it's 9 points of slashing damage.
So 17 total. So you hack at both of its legs. Ichor comes flying out of its body. It's looking extremely hurt, but it is still standing.
Okay.
Mick, your turn.
I will shoot my.
Okay. Remember, they are close to you, so you'll have disadvantage on this. Okay.
I'll punch them because they're close.
Very good.
Power claw. Oh, decided. But I'll power claw it up.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, what? You just tap the button that says Power Claw and I'm strike. Well, tell me on the microphone. I can't hear you.
22.
Thank you. That hits. Roll your damage. Second, guys.
Um, 10.
When you're trying to try it with bustly stuff.
You punch it with your first hit, doing 10 points of damage. You get another attack. Go for it.
Uh, 12.
12 will hit. Roll for damage.
16.
16 points of damage. With that second punch, you just completely obliterate the beast. You stick the claw into it, you pick it up, you squeeze, and it just cuts in half and disintegrates. And that one is gone.
Ha ha ha.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Nissa, you're up. As you step to that point there, Nissa, you see the corner entrance, and you see where the rest of these creatures are coming from.
I am very glad that I did not step behind this thing now. I'm going to take a swing with wave.
Go for it.
Or I should say a stab.
A stab. Stab away.
Okay, this... Where... That's 13 for the first one.
13 hits.
Okay. Uh, 4 damage.
4 damage. You rolled a 1?
Yes.
Damn.
And then second attack.
Mm-hmm.
18.
18 will hit.
And that's 9 damage.
9 damage. Alright. Yeah. So, as you pierce this creature with wave, you stab into it and he is destroyed. And you hear wave in your head say,
Arr! A good scruff! Just be careful of the other ones! Arr!
Roosh. Just continuing to...
Second bracer up. Let's start working on these greaves.
She's A very slow striptease at the end of the corridor. All right.
No one's watching.
The ghouls all rush out.
I've just screwed myself, haven't I?
Pretty much, yeah. You do have Polearm Master, though. You can attack as they come towards you.
Not with a trident.
Yes, you can.
Okay. It's not a
Shh.
glaive, though.
DM
Yeah.
says you can.
You can. Yes, you are allowed.
Okay. Okay.
It is a large pointy stick. I'm counting it as a polearm.
16 to hit.
That will hit.
Three damage.
You rolled a 0?
No, it's a 1d4 damage for the polearm. bonus.
No. You get an attack. You just get to attack
Oh,
it with a regular
full attack,
attack.
okay.
Yeah. You don't get your bonus action attack. As someone moves into your combat radius, you get to use your reaction to hit them.
Oh, okay, well that's 9.
9.
Yeah, I forgot about the about that one.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the
bonus attack.
the polearm master bonus attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you meant the opportunity attack.
Yeah, that's what I meant. But you also get to use that with wave as well if you want to.
Okay, well I don't know which one I hit.
The
though.
butt.
The first one that approached you was that one there, so you hit that one directly in front of you.
Okay.
All right. Cool. So now they make their attacks. So this one here is going to attack Rex with his claws this time. 11 to hit Rex? No. No. All right. This one here. Whoa. 16 to hit Nissa.
Nope.
Nope. This one here. 22 to hit Nissa.
Yeah, that hit.
Okie dokie. This one does 2d4. So 8 damage. 10 damage, 10 slashing damage, and you have to take a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Oh, that is so not fair.
What happened?
It landed on 19, then rolled over to a 4.
Oh. So what's the number?
4.
4. So you are now paralyzed. So you feel, as this creature scratches you, you feel your muscles just tense and lock up, and you're unable to move. You can repeat the save, I believe, at the end of your turn. Yeah, at the end of your turn, you can have another shot at the effect. And then this one here will also attack you with advantage now that you're paralyzed. It's going to go for...
It says hit from any creature within 5 feet is an automatic critical hit.
When you're paralyzed?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, did not realize that. Cool. So, 12, 14... 19 points from the bite. And that is all they can do. Rex.
I'm going to enjoy myself thoroughly and recklessly throw my axe around
Very good.
at the one in front of me.
Go for it.
And I'm going to do this with incredible strength.
Okay.
Let's see if it works. 13 to hit.
13 will hit.
Ah, awesome. So, 4, 6, is 10 plus 10 is 20 points of slashing damage on the one in front of me.
Okay, you nearly cut this guy in half, but he is still up.
Oh, he is such a jerk, man. I am continuing my assault. Ooh, 6 to hit.
6 will not hit.
You know what? I feel like I'm going to action surge because I'm getting enthralled into this combat.
Very good.
And we will
Oh, there it is.
Ooh. I'm just gonna say he's.
Yeah, he had 2 hit points left. So,
Always.
so you just whoosh, you just cut him clean in half.
And I move in and I do it to the next one.
Go for it.
Well, it's a 13 hit before, 15 should hit.
That hits, yeah.
So 24 points of slashing.
And you whoosh, cut that guy in half as well.
And I'm going to step up to... and that's the end of my turn.
Don't you get to make another attack if you...
Oh, because I got a critical.
You also killed a creature.
I did.
So regardless, you get another.
Yeah, so I don't have the champion one. I did. Yeah, so I'll make my bonus attack.
It's like something to do with your barbarian ability, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's Great Weapon Master attack.
Yeah, there it is.
When I score a critical hit with melee weapon, or reduce it to 0 hit points.
Which you did both in a row, so you're all good.
I'll use my bonus action to the next one. So, well, 28 hit.
Yeah.
So 6. So another 20 points of damage.
Yeah. Rex is going, just cutting these things in half.
Oh, it's dead. Okay.
Yeah. It only had 12 because Nissa had damaged that one on the way
Then I'll
in.
use my other, 30 feet of movement, like around here.
Very good. Mick, it is your turn left. You've seen Mick just rampage through.
Rex rampage.
Yeah, Wreck-It Rex has wrecked his way through all of the...
Well, Mick is just like laughing.
And I'm yelling, I am the strong, yes!
And yeah. I'm gonna punch.
No worries. You get advantage on this attack because Mick is flanking with you.
So I rolled a 23 to hit.
Yeah, not a critical, just a 23. Was there a natural 20 in there?
It was a 15 plus 8.
Okay, so no natural 20s. Okay, cool. So you hit.
It was an 18.
18 points of damage. So that one's looking very badly hurt. Roll your second attack. That hits. That's enough. So you once again you pick this guy up and crush him, looking at this grot in the eye, giving him a glare as the final ghoul goes down. And we cut to Roosh down the corridor. Or Nissa,
that's the second grief.
Nissa, make your check.
That's an 8.
An 8? No, you're still paralyzed. But the threat appears to have abated for the time being, so there is no more threats in the immediate vicinity.
Oh, why do I buckle these things on so tight?
So after about a minute or so...
5 minutes later.
Yeah, after a minute, the paralyzation wears off from you, Nissa, and you're now able to move. You feel your muscles relax.
Ow.
And you look down the corridor, and you see Roosh
A small pile of armor.
A small pile of armor, slowly undressing herself.
Well, that was unpleasant.
And you all managed to do all of that fighting out of my line of sight. So I heard lots of shouting. I have no idea what happened. You okay up there?
No.
We're great. So glad you missed it, all the fun.
Well, you know, you guys ran off without me.
You were too slow.
I choose not to get cooked.
It was worth it.
Nis is going to see what she can see on the discs of this.
Sure. You just, as you approach, you just look at them. They look exactly the same as the ones on the other end.
But can I see how they're attached to the wall?
They're actually like flush with the wall. Like there's no noticeable gap between the wall and the metal.
Well, I don't think we're going to be able to disable whatever this is, Roosh, so you're kind of going to have to leave your armor there.
Oh, I'm going to carry it. Don't be silly.
It's going to be really hot by the time you get at this end.
It's going to be in a bag. It'll be fine. With all the other armor.
Okay, if you say so.
I say so.
This is going to explore the room the ghoul things came out.
Sure. You look into the room. It looks very, very featureless. It just looks like a room. You see, like there's like black ichor and bits of flesh that have fallen off, but this just looks like a room, like a pen for when people get through to the other end to unleash the monsters.
Well, we're not sleeping there if we have to stay here overnight.
I imagine it would be unpleasant.
She yells from the other end of the corridor.
And around the corner.
Oh, I think that's the last buckle. Okay. Helmet unstrapped. And let's put all of this stuff in the bag of holding.
Okay. Disappears into the bag of holding.
Actually, do I have a bag of holding? I made an assumption.
I think you do.
I'm sure I do. Backpack, bedroll, plate. I don't have one on my list, but I'm sure we had one.
I think that was Mendel.
Right. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna stuff as much of it as I can inside my backpack.
Okay.
And then...
What's your backpack made out of?
probably cloth and leather.
Okay, cool.
A leather pack carried on the back, typically with straps to secure it.
Cool. Just making sure.
And I'll probably wrap my bedroll around my breastplate
Mm-hmm.
to insulate it, and then sort of tie that over the top on the outside.
Very good.
And then put my shield on over the top of that.
Mm-hmm.
And sort of like reflect heat outwards, but also like insulate.
Yep.
And stuff. And then I cast Long Strider on myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I run.
Okay. So you run. Hang on, so 5, 10, 15, 20,
What's your
25,
speed, please?
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
Normal short person speed plus
10 for long strider.
So 20, so 35, and then if you were dashing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. All right, so once you get to once you get to this point here, Leash, you actually start feeling the heat on your back. Your armor is actually heating up. You can feel it burning you on your back as you get through. As you get to this point here, you hear cling, and one of your braces falls out of the bottom of the bag. You see it sitting on the ground. As you reach this point here,
Am I between? Like, is there a safe spot to stop there?
No, there isn't.
Okay.
All right, so as you get to this point here, you hear clank, and all your armor just falls out onto the floor at this point.
Right.
And you turn around and it's just burnt. You actually smell the burning leather.
I keep running at this point.
Mm-hmm. No, so. Alright, so you take just the 4 points fire damage for not having any of the armor on. And you turn around and you see your armor just glowing red in the spot where it fell out of your bag.
I'm disappointed.
Nissa's gonna pull out her rope and grapple
Mm-hmm.
and try and hook the breastplate.
Alright, so you throw the rope and the grappling hook. Make an attack just to see whether you get the.
Nope.
Nope. All right. So you
Go
throw.
backwards.
You throw the rope and what did you roll actually? A 1?
Crit fail.
The crit fail. All right. So you rolled a 1. That's right. It still goes there. Just doesn't hook what you want. So the rope goes in, and as it's flying through, you see the grappling hook glow red, and the rope just bursts into flames.
Well, I tried.
I pull out my little hammer and I walk up to the closest copper disc and I hit it.
Okay. Roll.
And I cast Mending. And I do it again. And I do it again.
Well, hang on.
And
Well, because if you're standing there, you're going to be taking damage. So.
from the side.
Yeah. If you're close enough to touch it,
Yeah.
if you're close enough to touch it, you're taking damage.
Right.
Quick
Then
question.
I am.
Sorry.
Since I feel warm,
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Protection from Energy upon myself. And select Fire. Because I choose not to burn.
Alright. So you take 13 points of fire damage for the first round.
Is that total or is that half?
Total. Well, because it's halved because you're not wearing armor.
And it's halved again because I'm now resistant to fire
Well,
damage.
the first round was 13 because you weren't protected yet. You're still doing the mending. Alright. Second round. 29, so 14. So you take 7 for the second round when you whack it.
Yep, and I do it again.
Mm-hmm. 21, 10, 5.
Let's not pull that. And I do it again.
24, 12, 6.
And again.
Uh, 6,
How hard is it to roll a natural 1?
6 again.
Jeez.
Almost like it's a 1 in 20.
I've rolled 10 3 times.
Alright, with another 17,
Roll again, Tim.
Another 17 attempts.
8, 4.
My dear, I think you should just let it go. At this stage, it looks like it's beginning to melt.
And you look and you see your armor begin to actually sag and begin to completely melt away.
Did my shield fall off too?
No, your shield is okay.
Just my armor.
Yeah. I'll read precisely what it says here. Characters not wearing metal armor but carrying metal weapons or equipment only feel slight discomfort when passing between the plates, hence the small amount of fire damage. Metal carried in wrappings of cloth will burn through by the 50-foot mark and will similarly burn through leather at the 60-foot mark. Armored characters might have no recourse other than to remove their armor and then drag, push, or use magic to get their metal armor and weapons through the corridor and then suit up again. Armor pulled through the corridor by ropes will heat up enough to burn through the ropes at 60 feet, leaving nothing but a pile of hot metal lying in the water. So given enough time, the armor just turns to slag in the corridor.
I kind of end up sitting on the floor. Like, I'm this close to crying.
This is gonna walk up and just pat her on the shoulder.
Sorry, boss. I can make you new armor.
I made that armor. And Zaz helped me.
This is gonna hand Roosh the wine skin.
I will take a drink of that. Thank you.
It's okay. I don't think there's anything we can do for it now, though. I mean, of somebody running in there and trying to pull it back, I don't think the hammer's going to be able to fix it in time.
One thing all artificers need to remember is no matter how good we make something, it never lasts forever.
Yeah. What was that?
I'll pick up what's left of the metal.
You can't. You've got to go into the corridor to get it, and you're not healthy enough to do it. And you're still wearing your metal armor, so you'll burst into flames if you do it.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think I quite believe I can die. I don't care about it.
Well, if I wasn't on 8 hit points, I would have run in and at least tried to kick the greaves and things out. But I'd probably die if I went back in, so that's not a good idea.
God damn it. I'm already resistant to fire. I didn't need to cast that spell upon myself.
Were you resistant to fire?
Fire, Forge Cleric.
Oh, of course.
I'm resistant to fire.
There you go.
I'll take that spell slot back because I wouldn't have used it.
Yeah.
Because I ain't stupid.
Yeah. So you sit there just looking into the corridor and you just see the armor just begin to ooze out and just make this pile of molten steel at the base of the plates over here.
I mean, if we can figure out a way to turn the plates off, I'm sure you could use the metal to make more armor.
There's electrical wires behind each of the copper plates. I was trying to break the copper plates so I could pull the wires out. Of course, little hammer doesn't work when I want it to. What's in that door?
Just a nasty room. I wouldn't bother in there.
Does it go behind the copper plates?
Actually, it does, but I don't know if you can get to the plates from that side of the wall. I don't know how thick the wall is.
I mean, if we give Rex a job, I'm sure he'll smash his way through. If I'm honest.
Hey, Rex?
What?
Do you want to take this crowbar here and go smack the wall behind these plates in that room?
Why would I do that?
So we can turn the hot things off.
What hot things?
Did you feel hot when you ran through?
I felt toasty.
Well, we want to turn the toasty things off.
Why?
So Mick doesn't fall down again.
He's not strong.
Can you help us or not?
Help you do what?
Break the rocks.
Maybe?
Or are you not strong enough for rocks?
How dare you! And I go over and I yank the crowbar out of her hand, whoever's holding it. And I run in. I just start hitting, like, this wall.
Rex, the opposite wall.
So,
The strongest rocks are on the other side.
Yeah, you hear Whelm in your head there, Rouge.
I'm sorry for the loss of your armor, but we did build this place to withstand little attacks like that. It is protected against magical damage, so your little friend, although enthusiastic, is just wasting his time.
It makes me feel better.
I know.
that way.
Yes. But this is the Forge of Fury, and you do have the armor of my former master.
That's true.
Remember, we left it in the Y intersection.
That's true.
Given a little bit of time, I'm sure we could resize it to you.
Okay. There are going to be some very jealous people when I get back home.
Oh, I've no doubt.
Hey, Rouge.
Mm-hmm.
I think you may have goaded him too much. He's not stopping.
That's okay. I just want to sit here for a little bit.
Okay. You guys can have a short rest if you wish to do that.
Yes, please.
Very
Yeah.
good. It's
I
a short
burnt through
rest.
all of my hit points smacking that copper plate.
I don't think the crowbar lasts very long.
No. After about like 10 minutes, it's now just a broken piece of metal. You've just shattered it. So.
Well, I guess I can take that out of my inventory.
I'll walk back and I'll go, it's broken! And I just throw it on the ground.
Ding, ding, ding.
Why does that not surprise me?
So once you guys have finished your short rest, you can continue on. All right. So your long rest comes to an end. Is there anything you wish to do while you were short rest? Sorry. Is there anything you wish to doing while you were having your short rest?
I had to use my last level 2 spell slot and 2 of the cure wounds in the ring just to make up my very poor short rest rolls.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that happens.
I'm basically going back through my backpack and sort of like trying to mend it.
Right.
And fix the holes and stuff.
Yeah. Well, you can use mending on that to fix it quite easily. So.
Watch, I'll roll a 1.
I think if you'd rolled a 1 then, Roosh may have just had a breakdown.
Just
Yeah.
all this stuff disintegrates.
The backpack was what I was mending, so that would disintegrate.
Yeah. Yeah, so you still got your bedroll and your other small sundries in the different pockets because the armor was in the main compartment. That's what burnt through. All right. So you've had your rest. You're back up. What would you like to do? You have a staircase in front of you. You have a heating corridor behind you, and a ghoul room also behind you.
All right. Let's go forward a little bit and see what we can see.
All right. So you see a small set of stairs leading up to another corridor.
Oh, let's go up these stairs.
The top of the stairs are actually, the stones here actually look like they've never been damp. The other areas look like you can see like the discoloration from having the water flooding within them. But this area looks like the water's never risen up this high, and you see a small door at the end of the corridor.
Oh, I would not have liked to have run through that corridor with the water getting hot. And by run, I mean swim.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, it's a bit of a bastard trap we invented, but that was the point of the ghouls at the end, because you take your armor off and then you get bitten and paralyzed by those things. It's very nasty.
Oh, is that what those sloppy bits of flesh were?
Yes, ghouls. We also gave them special medallions to make them immune to turn undead, just to really piss off clerics. Oh, sorry.
Look. I kind of want to throw you at a wall, to be honest.
But why?
Think about it.
Oh, I am.
I'm a grumpy cleric. Leave me alone.
Aren't they all?
What are the rest of you doing?
Slam the door open. With him.
The door goes flying off its hinges. What have I done here? Why am I... Ah, there it is. One second. Yep. Let's fix that back up. Right, so the door comes flying off the hinges, and then you see a very long corridor ahead of you. Is everyone else just following up behind Roosh?
Yeah.
Alright. The path to the west is broken by a sizable gap, and you can see a glint of metal at the bottom of the opening. The floor beyond this area has a silvery sheen. In the distance, you can see another hole, and beyond which is a patch of floor that adjoins the western wall.
You cut out after Western.
Wall.
I'm going to go ahead and guess this is another freaking trap.
You got it.
I mean, the shiny floor is a bit of a giveaway.
All I can say is be careful, it's slippery, and also, if you don't want super tetanus, stay away from the metal spikes.
And I presume the metal spikes are in the hole.
That is correct.
So you run and jump, you land on slippery stuff, you slide all the way to the end and fall in the hole because you can't jump at the end.
Pretty much, yes.
I hate it. I was fine with your traps in this dungeon until it got personal.
My question from earlier that I forgot to ask.
Yeah.
Did I lose the entire rope or just the 20 feet that made it into the
Yeah,
section?
just the 20 feet. Everything that went into it just went up in flames. You've now got a 30-foot rope.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm going to walk into the room
Mm-hmm.
and start formulating a plan
Alright,
of
well,
traversing this
so, Zane,
goddamn
so as soon as you take a step, what's your primary direction?
far side of that little area.
So just here where my finger is?
I was going to go into the back corner,
Okay,
but yes.
right. So you go. So as soon as you step in, you go, oh, and you start sliding, and you cannot stop yourself from moving, and then you hit this wall, and then you begin to bounce and begin to slide
Right.
towards.
I actively
That's
walk
right, the rope
towards the
tour.
back.
As you are, like as you're trying to walk backwards, your feet aren't moving. The ground is just you're just sliding, and you're continuing to slide towards the pit.
And this is going
Right.
to toss the other end of the rope to Rish.
Okay,
Here, grab this,
I
quick!
catch said rope.
make an attack.
Me or Rish?
No, you, because you're throwing the rope at her.
Is that what check is that?
It's a range attack, so your dexterity bonus.
15.
15? Yeah, easy. So you throw the rope, you're able to grab it, and as soon as the rope becomes taut, she shoots back towards you.
Maybe we don't step in there just yet.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything that might help?
You hear the sound of
Hello.
crickets and wind. So
Alright, I have something, but it would only do well for one person.
oh yes.
I have a potion of flying.
Hmm.
But
Those boots. Was it Mendel that could walk on the roof?
Yeah.
That would have been handy.
yeah, how far across is this room again?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
The other way, the length.
Oh, the other way down. You peer in and look, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 55, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. It's 100 feet to what you think is another door.
Well, I've got this potion of flying, but only one of us can take it.
Suggestion that we give it to Perhaps Mick
You hear
and then
wave.
Carius?
You hear wave in your head. And he goes,
Unfortunately, this is protected against magical effects such as flying, so it won't work in here.
Oh, well, that's just great. Okay. Yeah, scrap the potion. It's not going to work.
Ugh.
How far down are those holes with the spikes?
they are 10 feet deep.
Hmm.
How tall are the spikes?
5 feet. They're very sharp spikes. Yes, the bottoms are lined with rusty razor blades.
And did you say Rouge couldn't move her feet?
Whatever she tried, whatever her momentum was when she entered the room, it maintained it until she hit a wall, and then she just bounced.
Do you reckon we can, like,
Can
I don't know, dig into the wall and make a rope bridge or something?
Well, we could have if I still had my grappling hook, but it's currently melted away with your armor.
Can I investigate the room to see if there's any materials I could use?
The room you're in, or the room with the slipperiness?
The room I'm in.
There's nothing in this room. It's just stone. You've got no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I investigate the room of slippiness to see if if there's any
You can.
clues.
You can look into the room of slipperiness, and it is exactly as I have described before. It's very slippery, and it has the 2 pits, as well as the door and the wall at the end.
Well, the only thing I can think of is maybe if we try to momentum jump it.
I think that's really the only way.
So if we come at, say, from this angle where I'm standing and try and push against that wall there and get enough speed to jump over the gap, but have to be careful and stay on our feet on the other side.
Is the center bit made of ice? Is that why it's slippery? Or is it just polished metal?
You hear Whelm in your head, Roosh. Sorry.
No, it's just magically slippery. We've just made it incredibly frictionless, essentially. We've removed all friction from the equation, so nothing can gain traction on it, and nothing can stop themselves on it, thus to give them ample opportunity to fall into the pits and, like I said, super tetanus. So, yes.
So if the floor is magicked, then shouldn't someone be able to dispel it if we can?
Oh, if it was very easy to dispel, it wouldn't be much of a trap now, would it?
Oh. Well, someone's gonna have to try first.
Is Blackrazor really worth all this effort?
Sounds to me like these dwarfs were stupid.
The hammer on your back, Roosh, actually pulls, like leans down and actually points itself at Rex. He goes,
Try and say that again.
wrong voice.
Try and say that again.
You mean to tell me that you were so smart that you created all these traps, but didn't make another way in? You're dumb after all.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, but Rex kind of has a point.
21 to hit Rex.
Yeah, 21 hits.
What's the damage on a warhammer?
Hang on.
8 or something, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it depends. Are you one-handing or two-handing yourself?
He's two-handing himself.
That'd be 1d10.
1d10.
Plus,
Alright.
well, plus his strength.
He doesn't have the strength modifier.
So you take 16
But
points.
he's a +3 hammer.
He's a +3 hammer. Yeah, so you take 16 points of bludgeoning to hammer as the hammer just goes poof and just whacks you on the head.
Guess someone wasn't happy with my point.
I'll be honest. I kind of feel like walking away at this point. I don't know if Blackrazor is worth it.
Well, there might be another exit up this end, because do you really want to go back through the heated tunnel?
Aside from the fact that I'd have to jump over my armor, it doesn't bother me. Getting through this and then getting back from it. Alright. Is there a place here that we can tie a piece of rope?
Well, I mean, I've only got 30 feet of rope left, so if you have 50 feet, it's still not going to get us across all the way.
How long is this freaking corridor?
It's 100 feet to the next door.
You had 4 bundles of rope, didn't you bring?
I brought 1 rope and 1 grappling hook. And the last lot of rope we lost at the pendulum thing.
Well, it's probably still there. Well, I was going to suggest tying a rope between the 2 doorways. So then at least we could control where we slid. Once someone got across. But I've only got 1 bundle of rope. Anyone else got rope? Rex?
Yeah, I have some.
Do you want to lend us some rope?
Eh, I don't need it.
Okay. So, how long's your rope? 50 feet too? So we have 130 feet.
Cool. So you tie
Who's
all
good at jumping?
the ropes together.
Yep. And like, we loop the rope around the edge of the door and slide it up next to the hinge, so it's sort of like tied around the door itself.
Mm-hmm.
So how much rope do we have?
130 feet.
130.
Well, since I've got probably one of the high dexterities, I suppose I can go first.
So the thing is, as soon as you step into that room, you're gonna start sliding, and you can't actually like deliberately change direction.
Unless I hit a wall and push.
Yeah. So
Which
my
is pretty much
suggestion
what I'm
would be
going
to
for.
to start running from behind us and diagonally run through the doorway.
Well, my plan was to go from to there and then push that.
Yeah.
That was my plan,
My
to just
thought was like,
go that way.
that's not the pencil. Pen. Like going through that.
I suppose that works too, but that doesn't really give me much of an area to jump from here. Because that's like, what, 5 feet?
Well, the door's open. Consider the
Yeah, but
doorway open.
there is the step there.
I didn't think there was a step. I thought it was just a doorway.
No, it's just a doorway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
just that
probably the
symbolizes door.
better idea then.
So your plan, essentially, is to try and go like to here, and then ricochet to there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Can we see that silver line on the far end?
That's where you see the wall at the end.
Right. Okay. And Whelm said that that was a wall that we could walk through, or we bounced that off.
He hasn't said anything about that.
Right. Okay.
Alright, well, one of us is going to have to try this, so Miss is going to tie the rope around her waist and get in position to get the angle.
Mm-hmm.
And we get out of the way.
Alright,
Be blessed.
remind me again while we're using the rope, because, oh yeah, someone has to get it to the other side, don't they?
Yeah. But
It's
then
not
at least we can hang on to the rope and control where we slide.
Yeah, because it's not going to be much help actually getting over the spikes, because if I fall, and it's not going to end well.
If you fall in, it's tied solidly on this end. So you can use the rope to pull yourself
but
out.
You'll need to keep the rope fairly loose so that it doesn't pull me backwards.
It's tied around the door.
Hmm.
It's
But-
already anchored.
Well, my point is that the spikes are like 5 feet down, so if I fall in and I've got 130 foot of rope behind me, it's not going to do much.
Well, the rope is going to be frictionless, so it's just going to keep sliding in the same momentum until it pulls taut. I'd be more worried
Alright.
about 130 feet of rope falling on top of you. If you make me fail that first jump.
I'm more concerned about the spikes, to be honest. Alright, I'm going to go for it.
All right. Make me a athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Oh god.
You are also blessed.
Does that mean advantage?
No, you get a D4 to add to it.
That's a grand total of 7.
7. Okay. So you go running in, but you try to cut the angle a little bit too tight, and so instead of going on the angle that you wanted to, your foot hits the corner of the door here, and you end up going in this direction.
Can I try and grab the door?
It's too late. You've already gone past. So make a you're going towards the edge. So make a jumping check. So another acrobatics or athletics to leap over.
Oh, thank God for that. That's 16.
Okay, so whoop, you're over. So you're sliding. All right, so you're about to hit this wall here. What would you like to try and do?
Am I standing or not?
You're still up. You're still standing. You're managing to maintain it. You're just sliding towards the wall. You're about to hit the wall. What would you like to do?
I'm going to make sure I get my hands solidly on the wall and try and push that way.
Okay. Athletics or acrobatics?
17.
17. All right. So with that, you're able to readjust. Oh, wrong one. And you're back on course. So sliding. Go for the jump.
That's exactly 10.
10.
And
That's
the D4, isn't it?
Yeah.
14.
14. Yep. So whoop. Now make another athletics or acrobatics to grab a hold of the doorknob. Ah, jackpot! So you hit the door, you grab a hold of the doorknob, and your body keeps wanting to slide that way, but you manage to pull yourself up, and you are in position.
Can I see the corridor now? Since I've disappeared.
Well, no, you're still on this side. You're holding onto the door.
Okay. Can I see something to tie the end of the rope to?
Oh, there's the doorknob. You can tie it to that, or you can attempt to open the door and go through.
Well, since I've got a hold of the doorknob, I may as well try and open it.
Okay, you twist the doorknob, and
Get out of the sliding room.
And it opens, and you're able to, like, sort of wiggle your own body, and you're able to get the door to swing in the direction you want it to, and you are in this area here, and you pull the rope taut, and so you now have a rope all the way along that wall.
All right. Unless anyone else says otherwise, I guess I'll go next.
I'll make sure it's tied off on the doorknob too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to grab a hold of the rope.
Yep.
And sort of hold myself steady.
Yep. So you step in, your feet start to go, but you're able to stand yourself up straight with the rope. Then you can just sort of like rowboat yourself along with the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sort of pull myself quickly to begin with, to give myself like a running jump at this hole.
Yeah. So athletic.
And then slow down and take it more stately.
Yep. So athletics and acrobatics to jump over the hole. Five. Yep, that's enough, because it's just to see whether you fall on your ass. So basically, you hit on the other side, you nearly go in, but you've got a hold of the rope, so you're stable enough. So, and you make you all the way down to the other end. Another one.
20.
20.
Natural.
Whoop, over the top,
I
and
got
then
the hang of it by the end of the tunnel.
Exactly. And then Nissa puts her hand out and grabs a hold of you and pulls you in.
Oh, well done, Nissa. That must have been terrifying.
Certainly a trip.
Rex and Mick, who's next?
I'm gonna grab a hold of the rope and pull myself as fast as I can.
All right. Athletics, acrobatics.
15.
15, cool. So you. Athletics, acrobatics.
Like, whee!
Yeah.
23.
Yep. So. Yeah, you're basically running on the rope itself, like he's tightrope walking along it.
Yep.
He has no sense of fear, it seems.
Yeah, and he gets to this point here, and you help him in. Mick.
My athletics is really good. I'll roll on that.
Push your button.
I'll go and I'll roll on athletics.
Cool. Make a roll. Sorry?
I can't hear you, India.
13.
13, yep. So, whoop, you're over that one. Sliding. And another one for the second pit.
Damn it.
What'd you roll?
I got a +7, but I rolled a 1.
That's fine. So, what?
This was an 8.
Oh, hang on, you rolled a natural 1?
A natural 1.
Oh, no, okay. So, Mick goes to jump on this one here, and he leaves it just a little bit too late, and he goes, ah!
Oh, no! Oh, so badly.
I'll go and try to catch the orc.
Just hang on a second.
problem is you're in a frictionless room
Alright, so make
and you fall
a...
into a hole.
Alright, so you take 1d12 damage from the spikes.
Is there a chance I could activate my shield? I heard something about not having
It's against hits, it's not going to help you. Yeah, you can shield yourself if someone's about to punch you, that's basically it.
The spikes are about to punch me.
So, I didn't see them coming! Alright, so you take 10 points of just damage, it says, doesn't give you a type. And I need a constitution saving throw, please.
For the super tetanus.
For super tetanus, yes.
Well, I rolled a 19 in my constitution's +4.
Yeah, so you're fine. You don't contract super tetanus, so you're good.
He has super tetanus already. He runs on super tetanus.
Yeah. But you're still holding onto the rope, so you're in the hole, you're like, oh, zog it! And you just crawl out of the hole with your hands on the rope and make it to...
You got
and I'm
scratched
like,
knees.
I'm like, oh, zog it! I'm just yelling.
Your knees are all cut up. But you all successfully make it to the end of this corridor.
Well done to you all, well done. See, not so difficult now, was it?
Shut up.
Yeah, you'd think the dwarves could make a better trap. And I like move 15 feet this way.
I'll stop you.
So, can we kill him? I mean, no one would have to know.
Shut up.
Hey, Wave.
Yes, sir.
Are there any particular sea gods that wouldn't mind a tribute?
Well, most of them will accept tribute, but, more of the sea-bearing variety, like a few fish from the first catch of the day, something like that.
So not, say, a sacrificial goblin?
I heard that!
I've never heard of such a thing, no.
We are not sacrificing goblins.
Well, hey, it's your hammer that wants to kill him.
My hammer can want to kill him all he wants. I say no.
Alright.
He has a potty mouth. That is all. You will get over yourself and get on with your life.
Anything to add to this conversation, Wave?
Oh, lives in a pineapple under the sea.
I did not catch that.
I bet Rex does.
Yeah, he starts singing.
Oh, he lives in a pineapple under the sea.
Am I supposed
Let's
to know the
go
word?
find this upside down cigarette.
Wave, I expect
If
you to
I'm
teach me these songs.
I look forward to it, my dear.
Can't have you singing in my head if I can't sing along.
All right. So you make it through this little bit here, and you come to a T intersection with two doors on either end. One to the right, one to the left.
So, out of curiosity, does that count as a sea shanty or a sacred hymn?
It's both.
Yes.
To the great demigod Sponge Bobimus.
Any preferences to the left or to the right?
Who are you asking?
I'm asking out loud
Okay.
to anyone who is listening.
Oh, Ziggurat to the left. If you go to the right, there's a fun river ride and some weird-looking people to attack. But if you want to ride in a boat, yeah, I got that off to the right there.
Maybe after the Ziggurat?
Very well.
Although I do want to go back and get that armor. Where does the river ride take you?
Oh, into another unrelated treasure room.
How do we get back to the Y intersection from the river run?
Well, we have to go back the way we came.
So we have to paddle upstream?
No, it runs in a circle.
Oh. Okay, next. Left it is.
Alright, Rex. Mick falls in behind. And you approach the door at the far end.
Sorry, my chair is making noises.
That's all good. This
Now I
door.
don't know what I dropped.
This door has the symbol of. Basically, it's got like Koskichki's. Not Koskichki. Sorry, my brain's all Avernus full. The Master of the Forge's seal. Durgadin, thank you. Yeah, my mind was all blanked out there. Durgadin seal and a picture of an upside down ziggurat on the door.
Well, that looks promising. And I open the door.
Alright. Put your hand upon the door, and the door... Oh, no. Hang on. Don't look. Close your eyes. Okay.
Was that okay? We can look?
Yeah, now you can look. I cleared away too much of the map.
I'm not zoomed out far enough to see that.
Very good. Alright. You are looking out down into an enormous chamber with by terraced steps that ring the entire area, descending towards a central enclosure. A few feet south of the door, water laps at the edge of the stone floor. Looking to the side, you can see that the ring of the terrace lies beyond this 10-foot deep ring of water held by a nearly transparent wall. Another of these watery steps in the terrace is somewhat lower than the first, at the level between these aquariums. The terrace steps are dry, but the area is still enclosed by a glassy wall like the others. So I'm going to... So this bit here, I'm just going to load up a bit of artwork to show you what this thing looks like, because the artwork's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so as you can see, you've got the first step around the edge, and then you've got this ring of water. And then below that, there's an indented section which is desert with a glass panel in it. Then below that, there's another section of water, and then below that, there is a solid area in the center.
Are we pretending to ignore the creatures in that photo?
Yes. Well, no, actually, you can see them from where you're standing.
How much light is in the room?
It is very well lit. There's as much light as you can see in this photograph. So.
Is anyone else concerned about that creature down in the middle?
When we get there.
So, Nissa, you can... Sorry, what was that, Mick?
So I'll punch him. The creature.
Well, that sounds like a good idea, Orkman.
Are there fish in here?
Well, there should be. Plenty of aquatic creatures. That's why we have the aquariums here.
Hey, Wave.
Yes?
Wrong voice.
No, it's not.
It sounded like Whelm.
Yeah, well, they're both similar. Leave me alone. Say yes.
Any idea for how to deal with these sea creatures?
I could
I'm
always,
assuming they're sea.
you could always try talking to them.
Well, that's right. I do know how to talk to animals. Hang on.
And with my power, you can also
That's fine,
command
just
them.
Pass them through.
You can also command them to do things if you utilize my powers.
Yes, let's do that instead.
Very well then.
So how does this
Are
work?
there
Do
any
you
of
talk to
those
them?
water ponies?
So in the first, hang on, what do we got here? Okay, so the top tier, from what you can tell, it looks like they're giant crayfish. So like big, like the crab, but slightly longer. And you can see at least 4 of them around the outskirts of, just scattered about from this side. So the picture here, you can see the crayfish sticking out of the.
Big shell things.
Well, if we command the sea creatures to leave us alone, then we only have to deal with the creatures in the other 2 areas.
That sounds like a good idea.
What are the
Let's do
creatures
that
in the
then.
other
Can
two
you
areas?
command them to stay away
What?
from us?
Why don't we just get them to attack the not water things?
They might not be able to be out of water.
No, they're not very good out of water.
Yeah, I don't think that'll work, Rex. Better that we just get them to leave us alone so we don't have to kill them. I have a feeling there's not many of them left in this world.
Now, if I remember correctly, Wave, it gives you the ability to use. Yeah, it's a trident of fish command, so it actually has a specific ability. So it's
It says dominate beast.
yeah. Just 1 second.
And Blackrazor's supposed to be underneath this.
Yeah, she's in the vault
Assuming there's-
underneath all of this.
A door or a trapdoor or something?
Now, there is a door in the bottommost enclosure. You have to get through the manticores to get to him.
The what?
The manticores. You know, partial lion, partial other things.
I'm
We don't
assuming.
tend to have very many of those underground.
Well, I mean, you can see them right down there at the bottom.
I mean, like, I've never come across them before.
Yeah, well, at least they don't exactly look welcoming.
All right, so you can speak with animals, but the dominate beast thing only works on one creature. So you're going to have a conversation, you think, in order to convince these creatures not to attack you.
Oh, that was what I was thinking when I decided to use speak with animals.
Yeah. So you can do both if you like, so it's up to you. So what I will do...
Convince most of them and use dominate on the ones
says-
that disagree.
The weapon communicates telepathically with its wielder and can speak, read, and understand. Is that Aquan?
Yes.
It can also speak with aquatic animals as if using the speak with animals spell using telepathy to involve its wielder.
Okay. So while you're
So-
while you're sitting there, this crayfish...
Bob's up.
So
bobs up to the top.
Are we gonna talk to him, Wave?
That's up to you. You're in charge.
Yeah. Can we try and convince them just to leave us alone?
Well, off you go then.
Hello? Guys, this might take a while if you want to take a seat.
Okay.
Are you friendly creatures or are you supposed to try and kill us?
Well, I can be fairly. I just tend to be a little bit hungry.
Has anyone got any food?
What
Sort of
sort of food do you need?
pushes one of the chickens a little bit further around to the back.
Why?
Rex, we might need to feed him that chicken.
But it's my breakfast!
I know, but it's either he eats the chicken or he eats us.
Does he eat chicken?
One sec. Do you eat chicken?
I've never tasted chicken.
He's never tried chicken.
Well, good!
Rex, would you rather be the meal or would you prefer he eat something not you?
We're not sacrificing goblins.
Is he the only one in there that wants a chicken?
Are any of your friends hungry? Rex, they all want the chicken.
One chicken's not gonna be enough.
Does anyone else have any food?
I mean, I have some rations.
Exactly how hungry are you?
We are very. We are barely eating a shallow.
What about if you let us through and we will toss any of the other creatures down there that we beat up to you so you can eat them?
Make a persuasion check.
Why am I having this conversation?
Because
You're the only one that
Oh,
can.
thank God.
You are
That is-
also blessed.
But that is the first roll all game of trying to convince an animal to do something that I've rolled higher than a 10.
You are also blessed.
19.
19. Okay. He sort of looks at it and goes, just get rid of the land crab.
Okay. Alright, guys, we have safe passage. We just have to make sure any animal we kill down the bottom is tossed up here so they can eat them.
Fair?
I think we can agree to that, yes?
I think so.
As long as it's not my chicken.
No, it won't be your chicken, Rex. They want the other animals. And I think he said something about land crab.
What's a crab?
The
You remember
thing
that
in
big
the
thing
steam
that
bubble.
tossed us around earlier? In the bubble?
Yeah, the bubble
Yeah.
pot.
That was a crab.
But that was huge.
Are these ones similar in size that we can see down the bottom?
You look over the edge and you see in the second layer here, there are... Oop, hang on.
I'm assuming by land crab he means scorpions.
Correct. You can see the 6 scorpions scuttering about in their various areas.
Does Nissa know what a scorpion is?
No, she wouldn't have seen one before.
I'm assuming he means those things down there. I mean, they kind of look like the crab, but they've got pointy tails.
Yeah.
Could really
I
use
guess
some
so.
armor about now.
I know, right?
Well, it looks like we're gonna have to go ahead. Cause
Are they large?
Yep.
well, we've got safe passage if we can kill those land crabs and toss them up here.
Alright, well,
Shall we?
yeah.
Do we have direct line of sight on them from here, or is it?
No,
do we
you've
have
got
to go to the edge?
you've got the ledge, and then there's like the glass panel, and it drops down like 40 feet. So like you can see this one here, this one here, and this one here. Right, you've got direct line of sight to them from where you are because of the angle. These three, you see them through the water and through the glass on the other side. Because you can see by the picture how it's tiered.
Mm.
Okay, then Nissa is going to take a shot at this one
Mm-hmm.
with the longbow.
Go for it.
Nine.
I do not believe that's going to be enough.
Alright,
Natural armor.
second shot. Yeah, no, that's just a 10.
A 10. Let me double check what the no both of them like the first one just misses completely, and then the other one actually hits it, but it just flings off its armor.
Right, well, I think this might be a little bit more difficult than we anticipated, but we might have to go down there to fight them.
Yep,
I'm ready.
that sounds about right.
Now, did anyone keep the rope?
No, it's there so we can get back really easily.
And those land crabs are like, what is that, 40 feet down?
Correct.
So, how do you propose we get down to them without, going splat?
Going back and cutting the rest of the rope off? I don't know.
Jumping.
Rex, if you want to go try and jump 40 feet down, go right ahead.
Jumping down's not the problem. Jumping back up is.
Oh.
How wide is the glass enclosure around the crayfish?
It's 10 feet across. So each area is 10 feet, but then the drops. So you got 20 feet of the specific wall of the aquarium, and then they got the 20 foot of the wall where the.
But what about the glass itself? Is that like what, 1 foot thick?
Yeah, it's very thin. It's
So unlikely to be able to stand on it.
not with ease, no.
Well, who wants to go first? Because I went first last time.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to get down.
I mean, the only way I can
Are
say
there,
that.
like, rocks sticking out of the side?
Of where?
The desert layer.
It's a rocky outcropping, yeah. So it's not sheer, unlike the crayfish enclosure.
Okay. I could probably work with that.
It looks like it's still a good 20-foot drop from the top of the glass to the rocks.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay. So what are we going to do then?
I have a spell called Fabricate, which is rather interesting. But it's a 4th level spell slot, and it takes 10 minutes. But I could make us like steps up the side. Unfortunately, rock doesn't give me a huge amount of to work with. I could make like a climbing wall. Wood would
Well-
be better, but I don't think there's any wood in there.
I mean, those doors in that corridor were what, 100 feet apart?
Yeah.
And we had 130 foot of rope. So what if we go and detach the 30 foot and use that to get down to the top of the rocks?
We could probably detach 20 feet. We need probably about 5 feet at each end to tie around the door.
Hmm. Well,
But
I mean,
yes,
that
it
would
gives
get
us
us a
something to
lot
grab
closer to
onto.
the rocks.
By the time you tie it, like, what are we going to tie rope off? On the edge of the glass?
That's a good point.
I feel like we're possibly better just jumping down, and then I can use something to make steps back up.
Okay. I think that might be our best idea.
The swimmy thing said they were going to be friendlier.
They'll be friendly as long as we toss the food back up when we get down there.
So it sees you guys coming forward, and it hops out of the way, and you can see it actually put its claws over the edge, looking down at the scorpions. It goes, "Dinner now, bitches."
I think the
Yeah, hungry?
excuse me, what do I call you?
You're calling me Zoid.
Oh, for God's sake. I think Zoidberg there is quite pleased with the idea of eating them.
Alright, well, I'm going to go to the corner and put my back into it.
You can see him. He's sort of like reaching over the edge, trying to reach down at them, and he's just he's unable to get to them.
I'm going to swim across here,
Mm-hmm.
sort of like balance on the edge of the glass as I sort of wiggle over and sort of like sit on the corner
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then slide down.
Okay. Oh, so I was actually wrong. They're not 20 foot. It's only 10 foot tall. So it's a 20 foot.
I thought you said 10.
Yeah, sorry. That was where I was getting my mistake. Yeah. Each tier in the room is 10 feet in depth and width, and the 3 middle levels are enclosed by a 10-foot tall glass wall that keeps them in the
Yeah.
tiers confined. Yeah, sorry. So it's 20 feet from the top of the water
top of the
glass
glass.
to the bottom. It's not 20. Sorry, that was that was my mistake.
That makes this a lot easier.
Yeah, sorry. All right, so
Ready, Rex? It's smashing time. And I drop down.
as soon as you begin to slide, that's when we'll roll for initiative.
I guess I won't use that dice then. Hey, I'm not last.
Scorpions. I think I like the Scorpions though. They're all named Scott. We're the Scorpions. Arr.
Scorpion's master going up.
Alright, so initiative is rolled. Alright, so Rex, you're up above them all. You get to go first. What would you like to do?
Yeah, we're gonna jump down, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If I can, I'd like to jump down onto the top of it.
Alright, let's make an acrobatics.
That's right. That's a total of 9.
9. So you fall short, and you fall prone as you land. Just and you take 3 points of damage on the fall.
Okay, I take 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I stand back up,
Mm-hmm.
and this thing's quite big, isn't
Oh
it?
yeah, it's as big as what it is. You can see it there now.
Okay. So unfortunate. Because I don't even think I'll be able to grapple it.
No, you're too small.
Because I'd be like, can I like grapple it and just throw it up into the
Well, you can attempt to grab it and throw it if you wish, but it's going to be a pretty Herculean effort to do so.
I'm going
You're
to
talking to Hercules.
No, I know I am.
go,
Yeah.
I'm going to go crazy and attack this
Go for it.
thing in front of me. For a natural 20.
Beautiful.
So 4 plus 6 is 10 plus 10 is 20 points of damage normally.
20
So
points.
not including the crit.
Cool. So 20. Keep going.
How are we doing crits?
Max on all the dice.
Oh, okay. So add another 10. So 30 points.
30 points. Nice. So you bring your axe down, and it just embeds itself in the skull of this thing, and you hear it, and you hear it snaps with both of its claws towards you.
Cool.
But it is still
So,
up.
Let's do that again. 6 to hit.
Nope, that does not hit.
I will, however, use my bonus action
Mm-hmm.
to make another strike.
Go for it.
16 to hit.
16, I believe, will hit. Yes, that will hit.
Okay. 15, 25 points.
25. Oh, jeez.
Great weapon master and all reckless attacking.
Alright, so your second hit, and you just manage to, you literally cleave its head in half, and it just dies.
Okay. Then I guess I'm gonna like wait for the others to come down.
Mm-hmm. Alright,
Yeah, I will stay there.
very good. Alright. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. They all begin to move in, and this one here, Rex, takes 3 attacks at you.
It has advantage.
Oh, you went reckless.
Yep.
Alright, so, well, this is just the first set of rolls, so 2 claws and a tail.
Well, the first 2 hit.
Yep. We'll just see if we get any criticals. Oh, there it is. We got 1 critical on the claw and 15 total on the tail.
15 doesn't hit.
Okay, so the tail misses you completely, but we get a critical with the claw and a regular hit with the claw. So 10. Hang on, my D8. All right, so the critical does 10 plus, so 17 to you, and then
17.
and the other one just does 3.
And 3 points on the other one.
And 3 points on the other one.
Okay. Could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse, yes. And that is it for you, or for it, I should say. Nissa.
I like rage.
Okay. So, which one did he kill? Or is it that off the board?
It's already dead. It's off the board.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get closer to this one next to.
Yep.
And
Just
try
make an acrobatics to make sure you land on your feet.
and 12.
Yep, you're good.
I'm going to attempt to stab it with wave.
Go for it.
That's a crit.
Oh, lovely.
So that's an automatic 9 plus whatever I roll.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit.
What's up?
Oh, I rolled 1. Is that still plus the 3 or just the extra?
Yeah, the plus 3 for the weapon is the part of the primary damage, so...
So is that crit plus 4?
How do you mean?
Well, the crit damage is 9, and then it's plus the attack damage. Yes.
Yeah, but you don't double the attack damage. You just double.
No, I'm not doubling the attack damage. I'm saying is the 1d6 plus 3 the regular attack damage.
Correct.
Then it's another 4 on top of the 9.
Right. So 13.
And I'll have to take a second attack as well.
Go for it.
I think that one misses. Is that 10?
Nah, that misses, unfortunately.
Yeah, I thought so.
You get your bonus action attack as well if you want as well.
Isn't that just
Clobber with the other end.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue.
Yep, that
That was
hits.
a really weird roll. But... 1.
1. Damage is damage.
Don't forget you get +3 from from waves other end.
Yes, true. All right. All attacks done by him is always a +3 to the damage.
Yeah.
It's +3 to hit and +3 to damage because he's a +3 weapon.
Oh, okay. Does that make that 4 extra damage then?
Yeah, which I've already accounted for.
Okay. Yep. All good.
Cool. That's it for you?
Yep.
Yep. Roosh, you're up.
Second whelm. And I'm gonna piff whelm at the scorpion.
All right. Roll for the attack.
Roll. That was not up. Do you have to hold R to throw it in the air?
No, you should just be able to tap it.
I tapped it up.
There it
It
goes.
went like 2 centimeters up. And rolled lower by 1. I rolled a 2, and now I've rolled a 1.
Okay.
So, I don't hit with whelm. Apparently, I'm not good at throwing it.
Oh well.
So, I'm gonna shimmy down the wall.
Okay. Athletics, make sure you land on your feet. Yeah, easy.
17.
Easy. Yeah, so you slide down the wall, and Whelm is actually sitting right at the base of the... Because you threw him so badly, he just fell to the ground.
Ugh.
Yes.
Yes, I need practice.
Well, that was embarrassing.
Look, I haven't picked you before.
It's true, it's true.
Practice.
Yes. Yep, go hit that thing when you have a chance.
Sure. Next turn?
Nothing else?
Well, I didn't hit, so...
Okay.
Yep.
Mick, you're up. Remember, I can't hear you unless you push the button.
I'm Slugger.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
That's a miss.
Are you exploding your gun again?
I rolled a 6.
That's still a miss. You get your second shot, yeah.
11.
11 also misses. To get 2.
Stop breaking your gun!
Well, he's not full autoing at this time, so it can't detonate. Anything for bonus actions?
I was wondering if I think Grease was a bonus action.
No, it's an action.
That's all I can do.
Okay. Rex, back to you.
I'm going to run around it. Try and take it from behind.
Very good.
It happened again!
Ooh!
So... I mean, 22 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
but... 2... Brain... 18 plus 10... sorry. 8 plus 10, 18 points of slashing.
18 points of slashing damage. Cool. That for both hits, or just the one?
That's the first hit.
Yeah, cool. Still up.
Second hit is... that's 9... 11 to hit.
11 misses.
Okay. And bonus attack. Bonus action attack.
Yep.
18 to hit.
That will hit.
That is 13... 23 points of slashing.
And you kill this one as well.
And I go, ha 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 ha! And I go 5, 10, 15. Over here.
Okay. The scorpion turns to attack you, Rex. This one goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Up to you. Nissa, you get your attack as it charges into your radius.
12.
Misses. The other two begin to make their way up on you. This one will attack Rex. Not with advantage, I take it, or yes?
No, I didn't reckless that time.
Okay. So the it's getting is 6, 15, and 12.
16's AC.
Okay, so it misses with all of them. Against Nissa. Ooh, a natural 20 on the stinger.
Ow.
17 on one claw and a 7 on the other claw.
You cut out then. What's the total damage?
Oh, I haven't done the damage yet. These are just the
Okay.
hit. These are just the hits.
The 17 hit.
Okay. So for the claw, you take 9 damage from the claw. From the sting, You take 12 plus
What did you say the claw attack was?
9.
9.
9 missed.
No, that was the
Oh,
damage.
no, 9 damage.
Oh, okay.
The claw
So-
was a 17.
And you take 16 points of piercing damage from the stinger, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Always with the Constitution.
And this is poison, so you get advantage on this, I believe.
Fuck me.
It's
Was that-
dwarves that get that.
Oh, right,
Mine is advantage against magic,
right.
which I think I failed because I got a 7.
Plus your con, what's that?
0.
Okay.
So 7 flat.
Yeah, alright. Shit, where are my d10s?
You can copy this one if you want.
Yeah, I got him. There we go. Yep. So 7... 26 poison damage.
I'm dead. That overshot my current hit points by a good 10 points.
Right.
At least it didn't exceed your maximum, so you're only unconscious.
Yes. So Nissa goes down. Nissa, you're up. No, that was it. Oh yeah, it is you. So death save, Nissa.
Okay.
Give us that natural 20. Here we go. So you ping back up on 1 hit point.
You sure
That
you're not a
was-
orc?
Hilarious.
So you see, so everyone sees the stinger go into Nissa, and she falls down, but as she drops to her one knee, she manages to lean on Wave, and she picks herself back up and just goes, "Try that again!" Roosh, you're up.
What is the radius I'm currently standing in?
How do you
Far
mean?
away is everything?
It's all 5 squares. 5 feet squares.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Do I smack it or do I heal Nissa? These are tough choices.
Don't know if anyone can actually hear a cat or not, but he's...
No, can't hear him.
Right now.
I can hear the
Lucky.
occasional noise.
Yeah, the occasional
Yeah, he is sucking like a mavin.
like.
Alright, let's go with a 3rd level cure wounds. I need some d8s. Can I borrow your red d8s?
Yeah, go for it.
Wow.
That's
was-
not even average.
I rolled better on D&D Beyond. I rolled a 17 on D&D Beyond, or a
Mhm.
9 in this.
Right.
Shit.
Right now, I'll
Right,
take all the hit
thanks.
points I can get. So
So that's my action. Am I able to, like, shove Nissa behind me?
Sure, if you like.
I sort of want to like step into her space and stand in front of her.
Yeah, you can
push
do
her
that.
behind me,
That's easy done. There you go.
so that it can't hit her.
Yep.
Supposedly.
Cool. Mick, you're up. Button.
It looks like it's next to me. I can't quite see.
Oh, it's you're 10 feet away from it because you're above it in a water tank. So you can climb over the edge and drop down and punch it, or you can stay up top and shoot it.
I think I have better luck punching it, so I might just try and climb off the edge and punch it. I have to
Alright.
get like 5 feet to it though.
Yeah, it's easy. So just make an athletics check. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 16.
Cool, you're fine. So you land on your feet and go for your attacks. You get advantage because you're flanking.
Um, 20.
20 will hit. Roll for damage.
24.
24 points of punching damage. All right. It's still up.
I get another hit.
Yeah, I know.
25 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage.
20.
20. It's looking very hurt, but it is still up. Anything else? Bonus actions? You can action surge and hit it 2 more times if you like.
Oh, yeah, I'll action surge then.
Okay.
So. I rolled 19.
That hits.
21.
Alright, so you smash the crap out of this one with your power claw, and it drops dead. And if you turn, you can take 2 more steps and you can punch 1 more time at this guy if you like.
Might as well.
Alright, go for it. Ah!
A 20.
20 hits.
And a 22.
22 points of damage. So your orc leaps down from the water tank and just goes to town on the scorpion. Then starts charging off in the other direction. Rex, your turn.
Let's make the chop chop. Very aggressive like.
Go for it.
16 to hit.
That will hit.
24 points of slashing.
24 points. Nice.
Still up.
Still up.
Followed by 18 to hit.
It hits.
For 12, 22 points of slashing.
22 points of damage. Had you hit that one before?
I thought I did.
Can't remember now. Fuck it. Let's just say it's dead. So.
Okay. And then I continue to yell, screaming, and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 to there.
Cool.
And let's hang on. So I've just got to check the wording on. Where is it? So I'm looking for the wording on the bonus action.
Oh, yeah.
Hit. Oh, it says 1 melee weapon attack. Okay, so I'm out of range. Put that down.
Oh, you can't just throw your axe. Yeah, yeah.
No, I can't throw the axe because it's not a melee.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's all good.
then yeah, that's pretty much all I can do.
All right, Scorpion will snippety snap at Mick. 22 to hit with its claws and 22 to hit with its tail. What's your armor?
We
Yes.
can't hear you, India.
Yeah, Indy, use your button.
I'm armor 18, but if I use my shield...
Correct, it will block. Yes, it will go up to 23.
I'll just put that up on.
Yeah, so she activates her shield and the Scorpion's attacks have no effect. And this Scorpion charges up behind his companion, unable to reach. Nissa, you're up.
And you are up.
Yep, I'm gonna pull out my bow.
Go for it.
Hey.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay. Which one is that? That's a D8.
So it's 8 plus D8 plus whatever your bonus is.
That's another 8, so 16.
16 plus your bonus, your dex bonus.
That was plus the dex bonus.
Oh, plus the dex. Okay, so 16 total. Nice. Cool. It's still up.
Second attack.
Go for it.
13.
Not enough, unfortunately. It just skims off the armor plating.
Oh well, at least I got a good hit on it first time.
Very much so. Roosh, you're up.
Alright. You ready to be thrown again? I'm going to throw the hammer.
Oh, you're talking to Wave. Yeah, well, right.
I was trying to. That's an
So-
18.
18 wheel hits. He goes,
For the forge!
So... 1d8, I presume. But then it's an extra 1d8 because I threw it.
mm-hmm.
So 2d8.
Mhm. 8.
8 plus 4. So 12 bludgeoning.
Nice. And with that mighty impact, it shatters
Catch it on his way back.
the cranium, and Mick, the one in front of you is dead, and there's one more before you.
I wish to punch that one too.
All right. Ah! Ah!
So
What have I done?
25.
25 hits.
And, 19.
19. Nice. Still up. Go again.
19 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
20
Whew.
damage.
Good lord.
Some big numbers being thrown around.
I know, I don't think she's rolled less than an 18 in this entire combat.
Well, I didn't shoot very well with my slugger. That's
Well, that's true. That is true. That is true. Alright.
They're still up. Can I action surge or?
No, you can only action surge once.
Okay.
You've already done it. That is all you're able to do for this round. The Scorpion once more attempts to attack you, Mick. Nope, nope. The 16 will hit you unless you shield.
Won't hit them.
Oh, 16 won't hit you? 18. Okay, sorry, my apologies. No, it's 16 plus its numbers will hit you, is what I'm saying.
Wait,
Can I-
scorpions attacking?
Yeah, scorpions are attacking him. Oh, fuck, Rex. Sorry, I skipped over you. Go, Rex.
Rip.
Yeah, that's one dead scorpion.
Non-natural 20 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
18 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, that'll do it. So Rex comes flying in and goes, "Nyeh!" Just cleaves this bastard in half as well. And he falls down dead.
Let's start throwing the fish food up
Gotta
or
start
down.
and probably
So,
keep chopping
Mm-hmm.
to chop them into smaller bits.
Yep, absolutely.
I was going to say that
If
might
they're
make it a
smaller,
little bit
easier to
easier.
throw.
I'll just pick a couple up.
Yeah. So you guys just start going through. You start mashing up the scorpions and just tossing them up to the crayfish.
It's called.
I also make sure we toss some down a little bit too,
Okay.
because there's the next water level too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
As
still need to talk to that level.
yeah, as
What's it
you
called when you have like fish bait floating out of something to attract fish to your area. of
Chum.
fishing?
A chum bucket.
you're chumming the
Yeah,
waters.
I feel like we're making chum buckets.
Yes, you certainly are. So as you chum the two different water levels, all of the crayfish come to the surface and start gathering up their different bits and pieces, and they go, "Oh, thank you." And down here, where you are chumming the waters, other creatures that you don't recognize start gathering up.
Oh, I suppose they better say hello to them as well.
Probably not a bad idea.
But
Hey, Dave.
well, one second, Buzzy. But for the time being, I think that is probably a good point, considering the time, to put a pin in it.
Yeah,
And
that's probably a good idea, actually.
so with these beautiful sea lions chumming their way on the scorpions, and the crayfish above, that is where we will end this session of D&D Blender, and hopefully next session the party will come together to deal with these new and interesting threats or potential friends and claim the final weapon, Blackrazor.
That'd be worth it.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.